Well, this is a bit weird actually, because I'm going to work today to do a 7 till 2:45 to then finish today, obviously, but then be off again tomorrow. But then I'm doing 3 days in a row next week to then like have 6 days off, and it's a Saturday morning, so I really don't expect anyone to be out this morning. I mean, I can't expect there to be traffic in directions. It's quite a hazy, misty morning actually, and I thought it was my glasses, but it's actually when I set off, I was like just looked into the valley where Greetland is, and there's a little bit of a mist, and even here a little bit. It's quite, even though it's pretty chilly, that's quite nice to look at actually. It's really nice to have, is that. So I'm pretty tired, so and I can definitely tell I've lost weight because I still don't really need a belt for my trousers. My idea is with the trousers, because they had like different like about areas around my waist, the trousers that were like the most tight, when I've lost the weight, put them on, because then I don't need the belt then. It's just nice with the belt. So it is 6:24 in the morning, and what sounds strange is that today and tomorrow is the final days of April 2023. And in regards to May, I'm going to have a lot of time off because my parents are going on 2 holidays. So they are going away and I'm staying at home dog sitting, amongst other things. So like, it's kind of funny, it's kind of weird actually. So like, I'm just looking like, okay, I've like from like mainly the middle of May I'm working like your shifts, but then from like the start of May to like the end of May I aren't. I think there's even a point where it even shows 9 days off, and I'm like, because it's like, oh, I've put it as holiday pay, and it's that's done. You can't be like, oh, can you come in on your holiday pay? And I'm like, no. Jog on. Kind of nice actually, just to have that time off. It would be really nice. Because I had a bit of a dilemma a couple of weeks ago. I was kind of like, do you know, I feel like I want to move out, in that sort of frame of mind. But I kind of guess by being home, well, not exactly home alone, but with the dogs, I'm gonna get like that perspective. Like, I'm there kind of like, oh, can I actually do it? And we're gonna find out. That is somebody driving along here. That's the first driver. Actually, so walking up Hull and Edge, there was a truck slash van, and then walking up, that's all I saw. So that's number 2. So that's 2 cars walking from start of my street to here. That's 2. That's crazy. But when I was at work last, I had a point where I was going to go on a break, and this is the weird thing. Like, you can get disciplinary slash informals by just being a dick, and by being like, you've said something to somebody or you've done this to somebody. I was on the verge of that path for wanting to go on a break. It's 2023, ladies and gentlemen. You can get a disciplinary by going on your break. I mean, I haven't got one, But they said, well, we could have give you one. And I'm like, for going on my break? Like, what? It's like sacking someone because they wear blue. It's like the shittest excuse. Why? Oh, we're sacking you. Why? Oh, because you wear blue. And like, not because I've called someone a C word, or not because I've just punched someone's lights out. No, just because you wear blue. You kind of get the idea. Well, it's a little bit hazy down there if you look past the trees, into the trees, past the trees, whatever. And it is slowly going to warm up a little bit. Not that it really matters because I'm going into work. But what does matter is that tomorrow morning I had an idea for a day out, because I wanted to go out in the morning, come back for the afternoon, because my grandma's going to be in. So I was kind of like saying, well, I'll go out in the morning. So I had a look at the trains, and the trains don't start till like 9:05, 9:10. So I was kind of like, well, I'm sure I can actually be on a bus here to Huddersfield, be in Huddersfield, get another bus, be somewhere else by that time frame. So what I'm going to do is, like, when you get off at Huddersfield, there's obviously various different buses that go to different places, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be like, oh, I'll see what buses are there, be like, oh, if that's the bus that's there, I'll just get on that one and go there, there and back. I've got a couple of ideas. I've got like Almondbury, I've got what's another one, Elmley, yeah, I mean, even Goldcar was one I'd seen before, like, as I recommended. But no, what I'm going to do is just, you see the list of places that you can go on a bus, just be like, oh, if I get off and I'm like, oh, 5 minutes until that next one, I'll just jump on that and get on it. But one thing for sure, if it's going to be this cold tomorrow, I'm going to put my thermals on, without doubt. Though it might not stay cold for the full day, but for that morning period, it would. So it's just about prepping and planning. And normally at this point, I'm like, right, I've stopped the video, I'm going to finish it now, done, goodbye. But I think with the time it is, it's 6:30, I don't think I need to. Because it is just, well, I'm still going to watch where I'm going, obviously, because this is a very, very busy main road. And I'm just going to walk this way, because I have enough time to go to, before I go to work. Because me and my dad saw something yesterday when we was walking, no, well, not walking, but when we drove to Huddersfield. Because yesterday we drove to Huddersfield, dropped my mum's car off, then we walked along the canal from Huddersfield to Brighouse, and then from Brighouse to back home. So in all, it was just under 11 miles of walking, and I was kind of like, I'm gonna go back out. I think if I'd not been working today, I would have gone back out, but I thought, well, I am working today and it's a Saturday, so you can kind of get the point. So me and my dad saw something on the way to Huddersfield, and it was this here. Now, do you see what's wrong? Yeah. That is a truck. That's a recycling truck. It's 6:32. Yeah, do you see what's wrong here? Oh god. We get hit with traffic out. So you have an Audi TT. I mean, it is last year's model, but it's in pink. So you've got a relatively sound car that has been absolutely ruined because it's in pink. And my dad was saying, you've got a car for example, if it's like worth £35,000, by you putting it in pink, you've basically said, right, this car's going to now sell for like £20,000, because doing something like that reduces the cost of it when you sell it. Because at the end of the day, am I going to buy that? No. Is a big buff person, male or female, going to buy it? No. So that's just going to apply to like a very small minority of people that might want to buy that. And it's the same up there. So it was like one of these really nice houses on the main road, but they've just decorated like, like these, but put them in pink, like the whole way, like they painted them pink. So you've basically got a house that's like £500,000 that's now been at least now dropped to like 400,000, just simply because they wanted to decorate it pink. And one last thing before I go is I'm going to see if there's any prime bottles in Morrison's today. I'm going to try snab one. Well, not nick it, but snab it. Because when I was in on Friday, Thursday, they were selling the lemon lime bottles, so I got one. They were selling the ice pop bottles, so I got one. But there is still other flavours that I haven't tried, and fingers crossed they do bring them in, because, well, it'd be nice for me to try them before they get sold out rapidly fast. So, I'm gonna walk to it now. 6:34 really, so it's still pretty good time. Thought someone was there then. There is. Thanks for watching for now, and goodbye.